Let's take a look at the chart action for Polygon. Alright, so here's what we got on MATIC. In my last video, we were looking at this falling wedge pattern, something like this. We got a breakout to the upside right there. What I was doing is targeting this previous resistance zone right here at around maybe 1.50, something like that, or maybe even 1.43. This previous resistance zone right there and previous resistance zone right there. I think if we could break out of this, I think we might be heading to this area. But right now, we got a breakout right here, and it looks like we're heading up, and it looks like we're forming another pattern, something like this. In my opinion, this looks like kind of like a bull flag. I think we're just waiting for a breakout to the upside right here, and we could target from the bottom to the top of this flag, or maybe the bottom right here. It's debatable. So we could use the line tool, drag from the bottom, the top to the bottom, something like that. Drag that to the breakout if we can break out right here. I was actually thinking of targeting from the bottom to the top right here, right from this falling wedge breakout. Target right there to right here. That's what I'm thinking. You could also maybe target from here. I'm just saying it's better to probably be conservative about it than not. So let's drag from right there to right there, drag that to the breakout, and now we're looking at a target of something similar at around 1.53, 1.52. Which brings us to this previous resistance zone right here. And like I was saying, I think if we could break out of this zone once we get here, if we could break to the upside, I don't know yet. We haven't broken to the upside yet. It's possible that we fall down and we get rejected and we come down and have to test this previous resistance. But it does look very good. Like I said, I've been watching this falling wedge. I was targeting this zone right here just from the falling wedge, and now we got this little bull flag kind of backing up this target, in my opinion. So like I was saying, if we can get to this target and then break through it, we might get some resistance and have to come down and retest this trend line right here. But I think if we could break through it after that, or in general, then we're going to be looking at this target up here, which is at around 1.74. Right now we're still at 1.29. From here to the next target is still a good 17-18%, something like that approximately. And from here to the previous top is around 35%. So that's pretty good if we could get to this, if we could keep going to the upside. Step one is breaking this to the upside right here, and then step two is breaking that to the upside, and then pretty much hitting this target would be step three. Let's jump over the total crypto market cap and maybe we can get a better idea of what's going on or what to expect or maybe what to look for. I think this is a good chart to look at to kind of see if we're bullish or bearish in general. So we are in an uptrend right here. We haven't broke this uptrend going to the downside yet, so it does look pretty good, but at the same time, let me delete some of these lines. These are the ones that we're mainly paying attention to. So I'm on the 4-hour time frame right now, and we have this uptrend going like this, but we also have this previous top over here and this previous top right there, giving us this trend line or resistance line, something like this. So what I'm looking at now is it seems like this uptrend is about to come into contact with that big resistance line. I'm very curious if we can break through it or if we're going to get rejected and get sent to the downside and have to retest these previous support levels. It does look like we are coming into contact with a resistance zone right now, so we're going to have to see what happens if we could break to that upside or if we could break to that down, or if we're going to break to the downside. Like I've been talking about, I think if we could break to the upside, it's going to look very good, but if we break to the downside, we're going to start looking at those previous support levels on all our favorite coins, or just basically Fibonacci levels and support levels. So yeah, I would say keep your eye on this chart, this total crypto market cap. The ticker symbol is TOTAL, and I think it's a really good indicator whether the whole crypto market is moving up or if we're getting rejected and heading down. One thing I am seeing though, if we go to the daily time frame, we have higher lows. So like we're zoomed out right now, we have a low right here, we have a low right here, and we have a low right here pretty much. So these are getting higher lows. The only thing is we're getting some lower highs. So what I really want to do is break this level right here and set a higher high. Once we do that, then it'll be another bullish confirmation that we're going to go higher. Like I was talking about in one of my videos, I'm kind of looking at a cup and handle pattern right here, something like that. We got the cup and then we got the falling channel, something like this in my opinion. Maybe something like that. What we do is target from the top to the bottom of this cup. Maybe something like this. Drag this to the breakout right here where we break this trend line. which we've already broken out of. The only thing I really want to see us is break out of this cup neckline, and we can maybe have a target of approximately 3.01, which would be a higher high. Let's jump over to the Polygon versus Bitcoin chart. So in general, what I'm looking at is we have a downtrend going something like this. If this chart is trending down, that's good for Bitcoin. If this chart trends up, that's good for MATIC. So what I'm looking at though is we have support right, or resistance right here, support, 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 support. This kind of looks like a falling wedge, in my opinion, something like this. All we're waiting for is a breakout to the upside, and that'll be a good signal for Polygon. Right now, though, it does look like it's trending to the downside, and we are in general trending down pretty hardcore. But I think if we could break this trend line to the upside, it'll be a good signal, and we could get a nice move for Polygon. Right here, we had a nice little move. We got some resistance and started heading down. I think it looks like we have kind of some resistance in this area right here. If we could break above that, then it'll be really good. But it's possible that we break out of this zone right here and then start hitting this zone up here. Maybe this could be the next target. It pretty much would be in a falling wedge. This would be the top, and then the first target would probably be something like this. Let's see if we could hit this target out of a breakout. If we could break out, I think if we break this to the downside, that won't be good for MATIC. So we will probably want to keep an eye on this chart as well. Okay, so one reason I really like Polygon is because on OpenSea, if you use the Polygon network, you can basically play around with NFTs for free. And being a digital artist, that's pretty cool. So this is basically my OpenSea and basically a collection of my art, and I'll be adding to it. I'm thinking of giving away NFTs for the people in the YouTube memberships. But yeah, in general, I think it's cool that digital artists can now upload NFTs and sell them without having to pay extreme gas prices, and that's because of Polygon right now. At least that's the one thing that I've kind of seen, at least on the OpenSea platform, which seems to be the most popular one. So if we jump back to the Polygon chart, let's keep an eye on this bull flag, something like this. Let's see if we could break to the upside and start targeting this previous resistance zone right here at around 0.50, somewhere around there approximately. After that, if we could break through this, then we'll have to be targeting around 174, maybe something like that. I think if we break to the downside though, we might be having to target around 104, maybe something like that. So probably want to wait for a breakout to the upside or to the downside before you actually start really targeting this area. But in general, I've been dollar cost averaging, so I'm kind of looking for this higher target more than this bottom one. But let's see if we could get a break to the upside or to the downside. I'll be keeping an eye on this chart. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like MATIC, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.